This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
The Impact Community Initiative, who we are and why we established this new organization is I myself and some of my colleagues realized that there were some gaps in services for individuals who have been impacted by the juvenile justice and the adult criminal justice system. So we felt that it was necessary in order for us to do our due diligence and give back and pay it forward to those people in the community who are needing our services. We felt as though that in order for us to make that change is for us to create our own organization and create and develop our own mission. So the mission of Impact Community Initiative, we utilize the letters in Impact. There's 6 letters, IMPACT, and it stands for individuals making positive action choices together. Individuals come to us with their sole problem of something they're asking us to be able to help them with their issues. However, we don't solve every individual's issues by themselves. They have their own individual circumstances, but we bring it together as a program. So individuals, we're making decisions together. So that's why we have groups of youth, we serve groups of adults, and we come together to make a decision that's in the best efforts and the best ways to be able to support those individuals in need of our services. The Impact Youth Diversion Program, we believe is going to be making a significant impact in our communities, not just here, on the north side where we initially were established, but all throughout the city of Pittsburgh and Allegheny County. We are also having some opportunities to move outside of Allegheny County into other counties based off of some of the work that we have done in the past. But the Impact Youth Diversion Program, for the most part, serves individuals, youth between the ages of 10 through 18 who have committed low-level to medium-level nonviolent offenses. And what we tried to do is we wanted to partner with local law enforcement, the district attorney's office, the public defender's office, school districts, everyone who has an impact on changing the trajectory of these kids' lives. So the Youth Diversion Program is a way for them to get as an alternative to moving forward through the juvenile justice system. We know that oftentimes that all crimes that are committed don't necessarily need to go through the formal justice system. So the Youth Diversion Program provides an opportunity as an alternative to the courts, as an alternative to the police, as an alternative to schools, as an alternative to the housing authority, as a way to say, you know what, let's keep these kids remaining in the community and not removed from their home, and to be able to deal with their most immediate needs in the community. So the Youth Diversion Program partners with different community-based organizations to meet those needs. We have kids who come to us who have some mental health challenges. They've been undiagnosed or diagnosed and have not been treated for whatever reason. We have individuals who are having some risky behaviors and being involved and engaged with drugs and or alcohol. And so therefore we could partner with community partners and collaborate with them for them to be able to serve those youth that come into our program to make sure that their issues and their concerns are not being addressed. And not just those kids. One of the things that we want to do is we want to wrap the entire family. We be doing a disservice if a kid is referred to us and we go to that home and make a home visit and we realize that family is in need of bed sheets, or they're in need of some furniture, or they're in need of food in the refrigerator, or the parent needs a job, or a sibling needs after school programming. So the kid who is referred to our program is just our end gate to be able to, to find out and help out that family. And we don't ingratiate on them. We allow them to tell us how we can help them. We try to use a harm reduction model and meet those families and individuals where they're at. It's very, very important for organizations such as Impact Community Initiative, the Youth Diversion Program, to receive funding from organizations such as the Pittsburgh Presbytery through the Freedom Rising Grant, as well as foundations and banking institutions and organizations that want to support initiatives that reduce the crime in our communities. But not just reduce the crime. Everything is not about reducing crime. It's about changing lives and giving kids resources to be able to become successful. There are kids who want to go away to college but don't have the resources and they don't know about it. So it's very, very important for organizations such as the Pittsburgh Presbytery to realize that their dollar does make sense. And each and every dollar that they invest in youth will go a long way. So we have been fortunate enough to be involved with the Pittsburgh Presbytery for several years now through the Freedom Rising Grant. The youth that we have served and the parents and the community that we serve are very, very appreciative of this. For those people who decided to give their hard-earned money and their resources to the Pittsburgh Presbytery and the Presbytery of a whole overall, to organizations such as mine, an Impact Community Initiative. What I would like to say is that it's made a serious impact, pun intended, right? And so, and the impact that has made is very, very key that I want to share something with those who might be watching this, is that Impact Community Initiative and our Youth Diversion Program is not the end all be all, but we are very successful and we pride that success. When we involve kids who are being involved, engaged, and participatory in our programming, we have a success rate of 94%. So 9 out of every 10 kids that come into our program that are involved and engaged and participate, and their parents are involved, engaged, and participate, the likelihood of them recidivating and committing another offense and have a negative impact with law enforcement is slim to none. However, we do have data that shows that those kids who've been referred to our program, but for whatever reason had an unsuccessful discharge or refused our services, the percentages are different. You know, there's been many cases that just happened recently of kids who've been referred to our program, but their parents refused services, or those kids were involved in our program and they weren't able to successfully complete our program. Some of those kids have been involved in shootings. Some of those kids have committed other more serious offenses. And some of those children have also actually have been killed most recently. And so I want everyone to know that those dollars that you send are making an impact for those kids who are involved and engaged in our program. And that's something that we're very, very proud of. So again, I would like to say thank you. Those are some nuggets that I want to let everyone know that, again, the resource dollars that you guys provide to the Pittsburgh Presbytery and Presbytery passes on to organizations such as ours are truly and greatly appreciative, and we hope that this continues because it is making a difference in our communities.